On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Pass to Reese. Carrington cranes it from beyond the arc.
She can light it up from the perimeter at times, guys. This is just fun to watch.
Now Cloud. Back to Ionescu. To the middle.
Oh, what impresses me the most about Jones is her versatility.
And yep, we thought we might see it, and the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time here now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted
the previous play is under review.
Make it a lot clearer.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you compare the...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
For just the immense speed at which these players are really moving at, and how fast the action really is. It shows how hard it can be sometimes to see everything in order to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul call was made in error, so they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about here, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was tough to make the call on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The offensive rebound.
And now they're 1 for 5 to start this game, having trouble getting it going.
Now here's Breezy, covered by Ionescu. Carrington outside. Clock at 6. And the 3 ball is good.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like her can be left wide open like that.
Jones outside. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Back to Jones. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Great job by Jones. So good at gaining ideal positioning and capitalizing.
Carrington outside. And here's Breezy. Duchess. And Hamilton covering. Duchess. She clings that one off the back iron and it falls.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Liberty trail. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Jones. Duchess with the steal. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Nelson Adota. Shot clock at 5. Moves over Lainey Hamilton. Misses the baby hook. Pass to Ionescu. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Stewart. Breezy covering. To the inside. And the basket by Ionescu.
Given Ionescu's soft touch around the rim, defenses have to be extra careful about letting her inside.
Now here's Carrington. The 3 ball. Great D that time from Natasha Cloud. Now here's Ionescu. D right on her. Roswell Jones from long range. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
A gifted shooter for a player her size, Jones is a matchup nightmare.
Now here's Duchess. Hamilton covering. Good. And the Liberty with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Cloud outside for 3. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Wow. Cloud looked almost automatic on the catch and shoot. No hesitation at all. Did you guys see that?
Now here's Duchess. She has 6.
That's a missed opportunity right there.
And she'll be the first to tell you that's one she should have buried.
Stewart can't hit.
Bodied her up and made her alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
Looking around the league, is it safe to say that the Liberty have the best big 3?
Well, to me, it's no doubt. Yeah, former MVPs in Breanna Stewart and Jonquel Jones, and then you got an all-WNBA point guard in Sabrina Ionescu. And the beyond the collection of talent, these three are a great fit.
And in that epic 2024 WNBA Finals, Jonquel Jones took home MVP honors.
Yeah, she shot it 56, 43, and 100 for the series. Now, New York struggled at times offensively, and Jones had to carry the load to give the Liberty their first WNBA title.
Now here is Canada. Pass to Duchess. No good from outside. Now here is Ionescu. She's covered closely. Now here's Miesman. She's guarded by Billings. Left side, Stewart. Shoots the three. And again, it's the Liberty missing.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Carrington outside. Canada. Pass to Billings. Shoots over Lainey Hamilton. A shot by Billings, no good. Outside, Stewart. Here's Ionescu. And that misses. That would have put them up. Carrington with the ball. Now guarded by Ionescu.
Great looking rebound. Established position. Maintained the box out to perfection.
Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Stewart. Over Canada. A nice shot by Stewart.
She's got so many tricks in her bag. She will find a way to hurt you.
And here's Duchess. Good. And Jordan Canada gets the assist.
And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead.
Ionescu outside. Her shot is good. Scores her third basket in 6 attempts. I think that's 50%. Here's Canada. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Now here's Duchess. Defended by Stewart. Emma Miesman with the steal. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
That was a heads-up play by Stewart. Look, the bottom line, she's a playmaker.
Pass to Duchess. Knocked away. Stolen by Lainey Hamilton. Outside, Stewart. Here's Ionescu. Guarded by Canada. It's blocked.
Her strokes looked a little shaky this quarter. Not much is hitting the target.
Out to the wing. Here's Duchess. Great touch on the 16-footer.
She's having quite the quarter here, shooting the ball really well and just an impressive performance on all cylinders.
Ionescu misses.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
On offense, here's the Liberty. Trailing by 2. Pass to Stewart. Puts it up from 7. McCowan with the rebound. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
The shot by Canada, no good. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. To the left side wing. Shot's good by Johannes. Lets it go from deep. He got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Liberty out in front, up by 1. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
But simply a great display of team basketball, Brian.
This is 5 players working as a unit. Just beautiful team basketball on display.
Now here's Gardner. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Here's Duchess. Here's Billings. Yep, that one goes.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Pass to Phoebish. Johannes, guarded by Canada. From the arc, McCowan with the rebound. And here's Billings. Beeson covering. And basket is good. Got it to go through the contact. So a free throw coming up. Opportunity for a three-point play. And the main role of Monique Billings on this team is to rebound.
When you look at the advanced numbers for basketball nerds like me, rebounding percentage specifically, Monique Billings is one of the best in league history.
Pass to Burke. Cloud. Here's Jones. No good. Unable to end this run. Now Duchess. Makes that one her sixth of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian, as we were just mentioning. It's about moving, cutting, all the little things.
And Liberty call time here. Pass to Phoebish. Guns up empty down low.
Really tough for this club right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
That rebound and the follow, it shows you what she's all about. Ready, determined, and a soft touch to match.
And again, it's the Liberty missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Now here's Breezy. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Up top, Duchess. Guarded by Jones. Kept alive. Reese. Here's McCowan. Pass to Duchess. They shoot again, and it's in off the backboard. And they're getting beat up pretty bad out there.
Yep. You know, they can't keep up the status quo. They've got to make some changes.
Yeah, this game will be over quickly. Shot by Burke, no good. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to McCowan. It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. Here's Phoebish. It's hauled in by Reese.
She thought she had a clear path to the hoop, but great work by the D to cut her off.
Here's Duchess. And a great assist by Jordan Canada, and that one falls in.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Now here is Canada. Now here's Breezy. And it's blocked. Now Phoebish. Burke. Breezy covering. Lays it in off the breakaway.
That's just what should happen off the steal, get it immediately into transition.
And that's the perfect time to do it. Those few seconds right after the turnover, there's no time for the defense to get organized.
Absolutely, and well executed on the break.
Pass to Jones. Stewart. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Nelson Adota with the rebound.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Now here's Breezy. Takes the 3. Good again. She's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
The defense has not done a good job of getting after her because that's her second three-pointer this quarter.
Outside Stewart. Here's Jones. New York, no good that time either.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Now here's Breezy. Nelson Adota with the bucket.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Ionescu has it. Breezy covering. Can they get it? Basket made. Just her second this contest. She's now 2 for 7.
Such a quick release on Ionescu's shot, and her accuracy from deep is great as well.
Inside, Nelson Adota. That's in. She's got 2 made now, and she's shooting 2 for 3.
Nice touch near the hoop.
A challenging stretch for New York here. Loud outside. Pass to Stewart. It's in. Bucket number 4 for her, shooting at a 4 for 9 clip.
Good defense isn't enough sometimes with Brianna Stewart. Her rare offensive abilities are just a nightmare.
Now here's Breezy. Pass to Duchess. Brianna Stewart with the steal. Stolen by Breezy. Cloud with the steal. Now Ionescu. Fires from deep. They get the rebound. Four on the clock. Here's Stewart. Bangs home the trifecta.
You just have to love watching Stewart shoot. Uses the pass to get in rhythm, knock down the shot.
Pass to Breezy. Duchess. Defended by Stewart. Now here is Canada. Duchess. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Ionescu outside. Down low. Crafty move. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here. And now it's time to take another look at that huge swat.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not just with more offense, but also with some big-time D.
Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer Brianna Stewart. Doesn't go that time. Outside Canada. Here's Breezy. Great D that time from Sabrina Ionescu. Here's Burke. Duchess defending. Beeson on for 3. Canada grabs the board. Pass to Nelson Adota. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Cloud outside. Launches it. That's a miss. She's made one and missed one. Pass to Billings. Back to Canada. Duchess. Breezy. Puts one up from 19.
Good D by Sabrina Ionescu.
She's been ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Back to Stewart. Misaman outside. Out to the left wing. A shot by Burt. No good.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Misaman. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What terrific hustle. She's got a nose for those rebounds.
Wow, she is ferocious when that ball goes up.
And that's what they've got her out there for, making plays like that.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Dream leading by 17. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. far. One player who's been getting it done is Duchess.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
Now here is Canada. Pass to Nelson Adota. Misses from short range.
And the Liberty call time here.
The Liberty making a switch here. And so it's New York with it. 17-point game. Here's Jones. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Nelson Adota with the rebound.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Now here's Jones. And she was fouled in the act of shooting, an opportunity for a three-point play.
That's why every single coach, every GM in this league, they wanted Jonquel Jones on their team. A relentless attitude, fights for points.
Hey, look at the move by Jonquel Jones to New York. She traded individual glory for team success.
Yeah, her numbers down from that 2021 MVP season in Connecticut. Jones has made personal sacrifices, and she's been rewarded with back-to-back trips to the finals and, of course, a title in 2024.
Now here's Miesman. Back to Cloud. The three. The shot that time not on target. Soft touch off the glass.
Fighting through the trees, that was a spectacular move from Canada.
Pass to Ionescu. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for the three-point play. Going to the line for one. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Carrington outside. Outside Canada. Reese. Miesman covering. And it's Carrington missing. Ionescu outside. Pass to Miesman. Fires for three. Ionescu misses.
She's gotten cold, and I'm not sure she's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
Canada with the bucket.
You can't let Canada get a look close to the rim. This is too easy for a great touch.
Loud outside. Miesman. Here's Reese. Outside Canada. Nelson Adota. She's covered by Cloud. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. The Liberty making a switch here.
Number 30.
Here's Carrington. Here's Reese. And foul called as she misses. And she's going to shoot two free throws.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Atlanta. Angel Reese. Two shots.
First free throw is good. That misses, so she splits the free throws. Lady Hamilton to screen. 11 feet out. It's hauled in by Reese.
Their rebounding has been off the chart today, guys, and that's the #1 reason why this game is out of hand right now.
Exactly. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the glass.
I like seeing Carrington pull up from here, showing just how impactful she can be on offense.
Pass to Stewart. And here is Jones.
It's stolen by Angel Reese.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. And again, it's the Liberty missing.
She's still looking for her first three-pointer of the second half after hitting just one three-pointer in the first half.
Nelson Adota. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, and will shoot two at the line. Brianna Stewart picks one up.
At the line for Atlanta. Olivia Nelson Ododa.
And she makes the first. Second free throw, no good.
And the third WNBA title for Brianna Stewart. Won in 2024 with New York, and it was a special one.
No doubt, bringing the Liberty. An original WNBA franchise, their first ever championship. It was a bounce back for Stewie New York. Remember, they dropped the 23 series for the Aces.
Now here's Vivians.
And it's Carrington missing.
I wouldn't put it past her to eventually start hitting those, given what she did in the first half.
Pass to Stewart. Jones inside. Loud outside. 5 to shoot. Stewart. To end the drought. The three gets a three-pointer to fall.
Another bucket from Stewart, who's having a nice game offensively. She's a well-rounded player.
Out to the right wing. Now here's Breezy. Not a lot of room. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one falls for her.
2 shots.
She hits both from the stripe.
They're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And that's the right thing to do with the league. You want to keep going at defenders and find a way to get to the line.
Get those freebies.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Breezy. Fires at the elbow. And yes, she's got the English that time as it falls.
Well, the jump shot, it's been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep on pulling up and just watching them go down.
And that opens up your offense. The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
Breezy gets the bucket.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Ionescu. And she banks in the layup.
You don't see handles like that every day. Ionescu is so skilled at breaking down her defender.
Pass to Billings. And Emma Misamon with the block. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. That one on Misamon. And the first one at the line is good. And so she hits both. And the Liberty with possession here. Here's Jones. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Just lighting it up here in the second half.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Now here's Carrington. She's got 11. Here's Breezy. And it's good off the back rim and in. Ionescu has it. Pass to Jones. Now here is Ionescu. Here's Jones.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, I think the coach is watching a lot of shots they normally make rimming out, and it has to be frustrating. Maybe see if they could create some scoring opportunities at the free throw line.
That may be the answer for them, but you know, ultimately, I expect them to shoot their way out of this slump.
Pass to Ionescu. 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with the 3.
It's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if she continues to miss those kinds of shots. She's their go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Here's Phoebish. Here's Jones. Phoebish, covered by Vivians. Here's Burke. New York, no good that time either.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. The shot's good.
A nice fast break from start to finish.
And what a finish it was, guys. Just so pretty.
The pass, the dunk, everything.
Now here's Carrington. 11 points in the game. Pass to Breezy. Back to Carrington. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. McCowan with the bucket. And the Liberty with possession here. Now Phoebish. Now Jones.
McCowan defending. And Jones gets it to go.
A face-up forward/center with an ever-expanding skill set. Jones is a bright young star.
Pass to Breezy. 14 feet out. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Dream delivering the blowout. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's Cloud. Here's Harrison. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a coach happier than a display of pure, selfless teamwork.
Absolutely.
And the Liberty making the change here. Up top, Breezy. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Stewart off the mark from 16 feet out. Pass to Breezy.
Now here is McCowan, defended by Harrison.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about 1 minute into it. Here's Misaman.
Reese defending.
here's Cloud. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Canada. Cloud can't get it to go.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Back to Canada. To the right side. From about 19 feet. Rebounded by Misaman. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Brianna Stewart from outside.
Tremendous effort. She's already cracked double digits on boards.
And all those rebounds lead the team. She's been the tone setter for them today in terms of work ethic. Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
That one goes in.
Assisted by Jordan Canada.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Berg. Now Misaman. Here's Harrison. Good, and Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
Great teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They're playing as one. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists.
Great team basketball.
Now here's Duchess. To the middle. Brianna Stewart with the steal. In transition, here come the Liberty. Pass to Burke. Now Harrison. Now here's Stewart. Takes the 3.
McCowan with the rebound.
Outside Canada. Pass to Breezy. That's down the hatch. Notched one more to her total, and that's 9 for 15 shooting.
She's shaking off her cold shooting performance from the first half.
Now here is Stewart. Harrison sets a screen. Left side, Stewart. Back to Cloud. Shot clock at 6. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Their crisp passing has opened things up offensively.
Yeah, it makes the game easy. 10 straight points off of an assist. That's impressive.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll retain possession.
Substitution. Number 44.
From deep. Rebounded by Misaman.
Sometimes she could hit that deep 3, but it's really not a great look for her. Not a very well-advised shot.
No, I mean, even for her, that's too far out.
Here's Burke. Misaman outside. Ionescu. From outside, off the mark.
This has been a rough second half for her shooting the ball. She should probably adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Looking to end her cold spell.
Jordan Canada with the defensive effort.
Pass to Breezy. Rebounded by Misaman.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Now Jones. New York, no good that time either.
Well, she's a player who, with a wide open look, will rarely miss.
Pass to Reese. And the layup's good off the glass.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and bustle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy.
Now here's Ionescu. Over Canada. New York, no good that time either.
It's been a frustrating day for her, and it's really rubbed off on the rest of the team. You can see it.
Here's Breezy. Good on the triple.
She has definitely turned things around in this game. She was more of a background player in the first half, but here in the second half, she's looking like a star.
Now here's Ionescu. Left side, Stewart. 6 to shoot. And nice D from Angel Reese. Inside. Cloud pulls it in.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much.
And she comes up with the deuce.
The incredible focus Stewart has. Even when the D gets physical, she stays with the play.
Here's Breezy. Makes it off the glass.
We didn't see much from her the first half, but she's making up for lost time.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
She's knocking down her shots today, but it unfortunately hasn't really translated to the scoreboard.
Now here's Breezy. Nelson Odota with the bucket.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
To the paint. Here's Jones. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
An efficient offensive player. The most impressive thing about Jones to me is she is capable of huge nights without wasting a lot of possessions.
Now here's Carrington. Pass to Breezy. Launches a 3, and Jones pulls it down.
It's very tough to hit a shot when the D is right in your shirt like that.
Tipped. Misses from close range. And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Brianna Stewart with the steal. To the inside. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Cloud. Here's Stewart. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
And it's Carrington missing.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Back to Stewart. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Fourth personal foul.
I tell you, plays like that really show you why Stewart is regarded as one of the most lethal scorers in the league. She is tenacious.
Now here's Breezy. Down low. Nelson Odota. Rejected by Jonquel Jones.
The ball goes to
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Breezy. No good on the quick 3. Pass to Ionescu. Now here's Cloud. From outside the arc. Duchess grabs the miss. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. An easy 2 points on the layup.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Cloud outside. And so they get the victory here at home tonight. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
And that'll wrap it up